Yo, what is up, guys? It's Pedro here, and Dan Snyder finally has sold the Washington Commanders. And let me know in the comments down below if my mic is working. Just posted a video about the Dan Snyder selling news, and now gonna do a live stream for a little bit, and we'll see how it goes. And yeah, I'm just happy this saga has finally finished. We are done with Dan Snyder in Washington. And we are moving on to Josh Harris, Magic Johnson, and Mitchell Rales. That is going to be the group. And yeah, I'm just so happy we are done of that 24-year, just terrible period with Daniel Snyder. And it's a huge, huge, huge win for DC. And yeah, he has finally gone. What's up, Devon Copeland? And appreciate you guys, Austin, for coming in as well. And yeah, I mean, I don't know about getting rid of Ron yet, Austin. We'll see. What's up, Elias? It'll be up to Josh Harris in that group to see how, it'll be up to them to see how Ron does in his first year and evaluate him after that. So it is not like it's not official yet, like official, but it's like pretty dang close. Ian Rapport reported about it. JP Finley said the same thing. Sportico is the first one to report it. They basically, and I'll just read it. I'm going to pull up the tweet. They said, and I'll read this right here for the people coming in right now. Dan Snyder has reached an agreement in principle, that's the key word, to sell the Commanders for $6 billion to a group led by 76ers co-owner Josh Harris, also Mitchell Rales, and Magic Johnson. The thing is, in the past, you would just hear one of these reports from like a random company, and that was it. But we got Sportico, we got Ian Rapport, we got Albert Breer, we got let's see who else. Washington Post. John Keim still hasn't said anything about it, and I mean once he does that, that's when it's like really official. But let's see, got some people in the chat. Brendan, appreciate the $5 donation. He says, new owner, let's go. I'm happy with Magic and Josh Harris. Christmas came early this year. Exactly. I'm honestly just so happy this is over. It's gone on for way too long of like speculation of, who's, Jeff Bezos is buying or whoever's buying it. Now we know it's going to be Josh Harris, and maybe they come to agreement on terms in the next couple. That's kind of what Sportico reported. And then eventually it'll be approved. It has to be approved by the league, and that'll happen in May. So it won't be officially official until like May. And you guys can hear me, right? Just make sure I'm using a different mic for the stream, but just let me know. So it's happening. We already knew for a while, the last 2 to 3 months, that Dan was officially selling. And we had the front runners like, Josh Harris, Apostolopoulos, Tita, Jeff Bezos is always kind of in the mix, but not really. We never knew if he was really going to make that last push or make a push to buy the team. And it got reported yesterday that he wasn't. It got reported yesterday that he wasn't going to make that push. And I guess that's when he finally, when Dan finally was like, okay, I'm selling. I'm selling now. If Jeff Bezos isn't in, I'm going to sell. So yeah, it's over. That 24-year span of Dan's, owning the team was just awful. And it's over. I've been alive for one playoff game. And that was what, 2005, and I was barely alive. Like I was 2 or 3 years old at that time, so really didn't get to watch it. And let's see, what's up, Fent? What's up, Ronald? What's up, Joe? What's up, Roland? What's up, Spenny, Ice, Star? If you guys are new, make sure to subscribe. Samuel says, is it actually official? I mean, it's as close as we've gotten to official. Not official. It won't be officially official until it's approved by the league, which I think could happen in the next league meetings, which is in May. So it's still gonna be a little bit of a while before like he's in the building, I believe, but they are coming to terms on a deal in the next couple days, and they're nearing a deal. And this is the first time where multiple reputable sources have, tweeted it. Ian Rapport, Sportico as a whole, they reported on it. Field Yates, Albert Breer, like it's happening, guys. Don't worry. Nothing's gonna change unless something absolutely massive happens. It's not changing. Juan, man, appreciate the $2 donation, of course. Make sure you guys sub up to Juan. Doing a lot of work over there. We might be creating a channel or another show soon, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. Should be good. Appreciate that donation, of course. And yeah, I'm sure Juan's going to be making a video on it if he didn't already. Let's see. I'm going to be checking that right now. But yeah, appreciate that donation, Juan, my guy. Always coming on the channel. Appreciate that right there. Chris, what's up? 2 Chris's in a row. Starface, appreciate the $2 donation. It's being reported on NFL Network. Yeah, like it's like official. And it's not again, they won't be in office in the Commanders, facilities until the league approves it, I believe. But it's happening, guys. Do not worry. This day has finally come. Let's see. Super Chef says, should we change the name in jerseys? I don't really care. If they want to, they can. But I'm also fine just keeping the name. I don't like the name. I'm fine with the jerseys. But at this point, another change is just going to be annoying. JR says, who is Mitchell Rails? He's one of the 3 buying Washington. So he's one of the minority owners. He's local to DC. He created a radio station in Washington. I forgot what's the name of it, like WDM, something like that. And he's just he's a billionaire, very well respected amongst, people he hires and, people who work under him. And that's something that, of course, didn't happen with Dan Snyder. So I'm happy that we have some very respected owners in Magic, Mitchell Rails, and Josh Harris. So, yeah, I think I'm happy with this group. Like, did I want Jeff Bezos? Yeah, a little bit, but this group is very close, and some people could argue better, well-rounded, much more well-rounded group. We don't know if Jeff Bezos would have had some other owners with him, but he was never really in the bid. So, yeah. David says, is this official? What about Bezos blocking the Harris bid? No, Bezos, at least yesterday, from what I saw, that he never was really in the bid, and he's not putting in a bid. I think that he put that out. And then today, the news came from Sportico and then Ian Rapport and others that a deal is being reached between Josh Harris and Dan Snyder. So he's going to be gone soon. And yeah, man, I'm just 24 years of misery, straight misery with Dan Snyder, and he's gone. And yeah, man, we'll be streaming for a little bit longer. And if you guys want to see my full reaction, go ahead and watch I made a video right before this talking about it. But yeah, in terms of what this does with Ron and everything, I think they're probably not going to be in office, in the facilities until May. So after that, they won't be able to make many real changes up until next off season. So they'll give the season, or at least the beginning of the season, and they'll evaluate Ron, see how he's doing, see how the front office is doing. If they do well, if they make the playoffs, hey, maybe they will, maybe they'll keep him. If not, I think that then they'll reevaluate everything and possibly bring in a new front office, and then that front office will bring in the coach. And yeah, Josh Harris, don't think he's going to be an issue. And I mean, even if he is, it's not going to be nearly as bad as Dan Snyder. He also has, experience owning a team, which is a +2, multiple teams in the Devils and the 76ers. So I don't think it's going to be an issue at all. It'll be funny if there's actually a parade. It'll be funny we'll see if there's actually a parade. Yeah. So don't worry, guys. I know some people are still a little bit scared that this could be, fake, and, Dan Snyder could pull back and not sell, but he's selling, guys. Do not worry. This is happening. It's as close to official as you're going to get until they actually sign the papers. Like, if I had to give a comparison, it would be like the free agency period, legal tampering period, where they can't officially sell, but they, come to terms basically on a deal and they're going to sign it soon. So that's basically what this is. What's up, Dave Quavis? What's up, Joe? What's up, Go Caps? Yeah. Joe says, after 20 plus years of losing, we're finally getting rid of the worst owner in all of professional sports. Let's see. And y'all are already whining about the name of the team jersey. Yeah, I don't care, honestly. If they change it, I'm okay. I'm just happy that we have that sucker out of the Commanders. I mean, just everything. I'm really excited to see the attendance. Like, I know there's people that do not go to the games because of Dan Snyder. I know that people do not go to the games or do not buy jerseys and merch because of Dan Snyder. So I want to see how many fans actually come back and, go to games or just even support the team. And yeah, this is a dream offseason, guys. This is a dream offseason. I mean, we hired Eric Bieniemy, and Dan Snyder is gone. And we got a good ownership group, like a very solid, well-rounded ownership group. And yeah, 80 people in here. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Subscribe if you guys are new. On the road to 11,000 subscribers. We got 2 weeks until the NFL draft. I'm sure the next couple of days we'll be talking about this ownership news, but after that, it's draft season, guys, and I want to make sure you guys are tuned into that, so make sure you guys are subbed up for that. Let's see. Thumbs, the producer says, now we can finally win. Yeah, we can finally win, and just, yeah, this sucker is out of here, man. I don't think there's a man I despise more than Dan Snyder right now in this world. I don't know, maybe a couple, but this guy's he's terrible. Treats people poorly and meddles with the team when he doesn't need to. When it's been proven, he makes it worse. And yeah, there's nothing that he's done that has been really good for this franchise. Like, honestly, nothing. Like, I'm trying to think of one thing, and like the name didn't get right. Like, nothing. So he couldn't even leave us with a good name or a good quarterback. Nothing. And if we had a good quarterback, he probably wouldn't sell. I don't know. He's probably kind of being forced out, so maybe he would still sell. But I'm so happy, man. I know I've probably said I'm so happy like 100 times, but I mean, I'm sure you guys are all feeling the same things as well. Sorry, I just dropped something. I'm sure you guys are all feeling the same things as well. And yeah, I mean, Sean Taylor was the best thing he gave us. I mean, probably can agree with that. Joe says Dan was awful in so many ways on so many levels. I mean, let's think about it. The coaches he's hired, fired, like the Marty Schottenheimer, like he was doing well. And he was doing well. And then there was a little bit of a power struggle there. Moves on from him. You got all the signings, Vinny, Bruce Allen, and then, like the signings I was saying, like Albert Hansworth and others. And then you got the trading up for RG3, drafting Dwayne Haskins, rest in peace there. Yeah. I got to set the background. The flag fell down. Got to work on that. But got to do what I got to do. Let's see. Yeah, Hainsworth was awful. I mean, just so many things that this guy's done. And obviously the harassment claims against him, the workplace environment that was placed or that, people accused him of. And then also just, again, the financial improprieties. Hifley 808 says, is this true? I just woke up to the best news. Yeah, I mean, I'll keep saying this. It's as close to official as you're going to get. They're nearing an agreement on the deal. Ian Rapport, Sportico, they've all reported on it. Trent situation, yes, the Trent Williams situation was awful as well. And Boski says, does Josh try the process here like he did with Philly? Probably not. I think he's going to hire the people he wants to hire and let them do what they need to do. RG3 wasn't a bad. I mean, it was more that he was the one who decided to trade up for him. That's the bad thing. You don't want your owner deciding that stuff. Harris will let people do their jobs here. Yeah, that's exactly what he's gonna do. He'll hire the people. If he wants to hire someone else, if he wants to move on from Ron and company, he'll hire a GM, then let the GM hire the people under him, then hire the coach and resources to the GM and everyone there, and let them do their job. He'll improve the facilities, hopefully, and get that F- report card to maybe a C, and maybe eventually above there. But you can't go from F- to an A in a year unless you're maybe Jeff Bezos. Let's see. Adam Schefter finally posted something. He says, more on the Washington Commanders owners Dan and Tanya Snyder nearing a deal to sell a storied franchise. So he reported on it, guys. It's happening. You can celebrate it. And this is written by Kime, actually. He says, and I'll just read this for you. Washington Commanders owners Dan and Tanya are nearing a deal to sell the storied NFL franchise. A group led by Josh Harris, basically talking about the group right there. No deal has been signed. Sources told ESPN, and any deal has to be submitted and approved by league owners. Fertitta and another anonymous group that bid on the team have also been linked to the Commanders' sale. It'll be a record for an NFL franchise. The current record is $4.65 billion. It looks like it'll be just under $6 billion. They said a deal likely won't be approved until the next league meetings, which is scheduled May 22nd, 24th. They're going to examine the documents and put it to vote of the other 31 owners. The NFL is familiar with Harris, so it'll happen. It'll happen. And now we can, maybe start to talk about, possible new stadium. What's up, Diego, man? It finally happened. Finally, Dan is gone. Yeah. But we can finally talk about a new stadium possibly in DC, hopefully. I know a lot of Commanders fans are from Maryland, or there's definitely some, but I want it out of there. Put it in DC. I'd be okay with Virginia, but I'd much rather have it in DC than anywhere, because it's the middle ground between Maryland and Virginia. It makes a lot of sense to put it in DC. I'm gonna keep reading the comments. It's a miracle. I could care less if Bay's bought as long as Dan's gone, I'm happy. And honestly, the only guy on the list I really didn't like is Tillman Fertitta, but still I would have taken him over Dan. Brandon says we aren't getting a stadium. Yeah, it's gonna be a while. It's gonna be like 4 to 6 years, probably 4 to 6 years until we get that new stadium. But in the next couple years, they're gonna have to start building it and planning it soon. So we're gonna start to hear about that soon. And yeah, Dan Snyder gone, and we can actually start winning. And just because Dan Snyder's gone doesn't mean we're gonna win, but it makes things a whole lot easier. More people respect us around the league. More fans are gonna come to games, support the team. And yeah, just more well respected, and things are actually going to be able to get done. And we're going to see a move, and we're not going to be like, oh, was Dan up to that? And we're just going to know, no, that was Ron, or that was whoever the new GM is, or if there's a new GM. You know what I mean? We don't have to be like, oh, does this have Dan's fingerprints all over it? We can just be like, oh, that was a good move, or that was a bad move, but never have to be suspicious of, did Dan do something? Did Dan do something in this situation? Because we know if Dan did it, it's probably going to end up bad. And that happened with a lot of things. And like the RG3 thing as well, like not only did he trade up for it, and he made that decision to trade up for it, but also he kind of mishandled the situation once it got here too, with the injuries and everything. Yeah, it says it's great to hear Dan and company will be gone, but where's Bezos? He didn't put in a bid. He did not put in a bid. And again, guys, we got like 80 people in here. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. It literally takes 1 second. It's free. And if you don't like the videos, you can just unsubscribe, but it doesn't cost you anything. You don't even have to turn notifications on. If you do want to, go ahead and hit that like button as well. It really does help with the channel a ton, guys. It's free, so go ahead and do it. And I'm wondering, how many fans are going to come back that were like, okay, I'm gone until Dan's gone. Like, I know a lot of people personally that I'm not buying Commanders, Redskins, Washington football team merch until he's gone. So now that that's happening, I'm sure the merch sales will go up. Maybe not a ton, but maybe like 10, 20%. But I'm excited. The fans, that's what I'm really excited to see. Like, does the fan total increase? That's like the big question for me if that happens, because I mean, we need more fans. Like, we need more people. We need more people at the games. Okay, let's see. I just got another tweet saying Canadian billionaire Steve Apostolopoulos and his family are still in the mix for the Commanders, with one source telling ESPN that it's a head-to-head race. It's anyone's game. Okay. That kind of ruined my I don't know what to think now, because all the other people were reporting that, like, literally every other person was reporting that it was Josh Harris, but now it's different. Whatever. I don't know. I don't know what to believe now. So yeah, I mean, I guess it's not official until it's official, but still would bet my money on Josh Harris because of the other people reporting it. I also want to see in that story from Kime what it says. But yeah, this is interesting right here. Sorry, I'm kind of just reading it right now. So I don't really. I'm trying to read this right here. Okay, I'm gonna read the story. So it's the same article that he linked. Okay, a group led by Josh Harris, co-owner of the Sixers and Devils, continues to be optimistic that it will get the team, but Canadian billionaire Steve Apostolopoulos and his family are still in the mix. Okay, so I guess it's still happening. It looks like they changed their stance a little bit. They changed their stance a little bit in that story, so something must have changed. Maybe Steve Apostolopoulos was, send something to Adam Schefter to switch it up, but I don't know what to believe. Maybe he's going to increase his bid. I guess it's still anyone's game, but I don't know. That kind of ruins a little bit of the mood for me, like, because I just want this to be over. And for him to sell the team, and we know who it's be towards. And yeah, so I don't know what to believe anymore. But I mean, Adam Schefter's still tweeting it, and he has connections to Tanya and Dan, so it could be Tanya sending that to him, but I don't know. Sorry, I'm reacting on the spot here. Let's see. I trust the Magic Johnson effect. All he does is win, win, win. Sales evident for sure, so that's still a W. Yeah, I mean, it's still a W. It's happening. I really just want this to be over, and I thought that's what happened today, but it looks like maybe not. I want to see what the other reporters say, because usually when someone puts out a tweet like this, it'll get reactions from others. So that is just something to watch out for. We'll see what's happening. I'm gonna wrap it up in a few minutes. Gonna wrap it up in a few minutes. If you guys want to ask any more questions, go ahead, and then go ahead and subscribe if you guys are new, on the road to 11K. And yeah, very, very excited, even though I guess it's not officially official, even though it was kind of reported that way. But yeah, appreciate all you guys for coming through. Go ahead and check out that video I posted maybe like 30 minutes ago. Go ahead and check that. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hit that like button, subscribe if you guys are new. Dan's gone, 2 weeks away from the draft. I'm happy. Peace, guys.